If you're not consulting KenPom ratings before making your 2018 NCAA tournament bracket picks all the way through the Final Four, you're doing it wrong. It may be called March Madness because of those unforeseen upsets, early exits and fantastic finishes, but in the end, it's still about statistical sanity. Sure, Dick Vitale is awesome, baby, and Charles Barkley gives you a lot more than Chuck Less. But Ken Pomeroy's in-depth, numbers-based bracket breakdown is no longer fancy analytics, it also carries a history of success. March Madness. Printable NCAA tournament bracket. You can learn a lot by looking at the results of the last 10 NCAA tournaments. From Kansas cutting down the nets in 2008 to North Carolina taking another title in 2017. Only 4 teams, 10%, that went into the tourney ranked outside the top 20 in KenPom advanced to the Final Four. 6 of the last 10 NCAA champions were rated no. 1 in KenPom. Another, Gonzaga in 2017, made the championship game. Yet another, Kentucky in 2015-16, made the Final Four. So that's where you find the right chalk. But KenPom can also help you identify bracket sleepers and busts based on 2 signature stats: adjusted offensive efficiency and adjusted defensive efficiency. If a team is highly rated in either area, it can make up for deficiencies on the other end. Last year, South Carolina ranked 91st in offense, but made a Cinderella run to the Final Four as a no. 7 seed thanks to its third-ranked defense. In 2013, Louisville had a miserable 113th ranked defense but rode its top-ranked defense to the Final Four. Throw out the 2 teams that were the biggest statistical anomalies since 2010, VCU and Butler in 2010. 11-0 has been shocking in the national semifinals when taking KenPom into account. If a team is rated higher on both offense and defense, it can expect to beat anyone in any part of the tournament. But before using KenPom to make your March Madness bracket picks, here are some things to know about this year's NCAA tournament field. Based on his ratings, NCAA bracket breakdowns: East, South, Midwest, West. KenPom. Top 4 teams in NCAA tournament. 1. Virginia. No. 1. South. 2. Villanova. No. 1. East. 3. Duke. No. 2. Midwest. 4. Cincinnati. No. 2. South. Top 4 teams in adjusted offensive efficiency. 1. Villanova. No. 1. East. 2. Purdue. No. 2. East. 3. Duke. No. 2. Midwest. 4. North Carolina. No. 2. West. Top 4 teams in adjusted defensive efficiency. 1. Virginia. No. 1. South. 2. Cincinnati. No. 2. South. 3. Texas Tech. No. 3. East. 4. Tennessee. No. 3. South. Top 4 potential first-round upsets. 1. No. 10 Butler over no. 7 Arkansas. East. 2. No. 10 Oklahoma over no. 7 Rhode Island. Midwest. 3. No. 9 Florida State over no. 8 Missouri. West. 4. No. 11 Loyola Chicago over no. 6 Miami. South. 4 most underrated teams in NCAA tournament. 1. Duke. No. 2 in Midwest. No. 3 in KenPom. 2. Michigan State. No. 3 in Midwest. No. 6 in KenPom. 3. Gonzaga. No. 4 in West. No. 8 in KenPom. 4. West Virginia. No. 5 in East. No. 13 in KenPom. 4 most overrated teams in NCAA tournament. 1. Xavier. No. 1 in West. No. 14 in KenPom. 2. Kansas. No. 1 Midwest. No. 9 in KenPom. 3. Wichita State. No. 4 in East. No. 20 in KenPom. 4. Arizona. No. 4 in South. No. 21 in KenPom. 4 best deep sleepers in NCAA tournament. 1. Houston. No. 6 in West. 2. TCU. No. 6 in Midwest. 3. Clemson. No. 5 in Midwest. 4. Nevada. No. 7 in South. More updated odds to win NCAA tournament. March Madness bracket picks. South Region, West Region, East Region, Midwest Region. Final 4 picks. South. No. 1 Virginia West. No. 4 Gonzaga East. No. 1 Villanova Midwest. No. 2 Duke. More NCAA bracket picks. Bender, Virginia. Birdsong, Arizona. DeCourcy, Villanova. Fagan, Villanova. The NCAA tournament winner is Duke. The Blue Devils are no. 3 in adjusted offensive efficiency and no. 7 in adjusted defensive efficiency. Consider rival North Carolina was no. 9 and no. 11 in those categories last year on the way to winning it all with a similar profile. Virginia, like Gonzaga last year, is no. 1 defensively going into this NCAA tournament. The Cavaliers, however, are no. 21 offensively, 5 spots lower than the 2016-17 Bulldogs. So in a sense, Duke beating Virginia in All-ACC final is very similar to last year's North Carolina over Gonzaga. Title game. Duke vs. Villanova figures to be the best game in the Final Four, with the Blue Devils edging the Wildcats thanks to a defense ranked a significant 14 spots higher. As for this year's Gonzaga team, although it is not as dominant defensively, no. 17. It is slightly better offensively. No. 12. That's good enough for a return trip to the national semifinals out of the weak West. The Wahoos and Zags will have a low-scoring affair to balance out the Devils and Cats lighting it up. Duke, based on KenPom, is the most well-rounded of the top teams in the bracket. The numbers will add up to a 6th national title for Mike Krzyzewski and a 2nd in 4 years.